In a million years would I have thought that God was calling me to be a nun. And here I am, sitting here, running forward to when will that happen? When will I be, totally devoted and consecrating my life to the Lord? But it wasn't until 2008 that I recognized something inside of me was changing. Finished, second degree, and didn't have a job. You know, here I am, tons of student loans and no job. And the only place I could turn to was God. And I found myself going through bouts of sadness and depression, but never losing hope because I always recognized that there was something there. But it wasn't until a few months or almost a year later in 2009 when I returned to Connecticut from sunny California that I had a friend one day ask me, "So, do you want to go on a nun run?" I'm like, "What's that?" But at the same time, I was curious. I wanted to know because there was something in me that said, "You might like this." And I didn't go on that nun run, but I found myself going to a discernment retreat with the apostles and got into the chapel and was just captivated. I knew that this was going to be someplace that would be a part of me for the rest of my life. I got in touch with other discerning women and learned more about the process of discernment. But the more I knew, the more I wanted. And I've been on that journey since 2009 and still walking on that journey right now. But just getting deeper in my faith, growing in love for God and for people and others also, following the call to give their life, give their heart to God. And I'm so happy to be doing that today and just look forward to what is to come. The other thing that I never thought I would be doing was teaching. And what am I looking forward to now is teaching. Teaching little kids, teaching young women, teaching teenagers, basically working in youth ministry and helping them discover how valued they are by God because it's so hard to live in today's world and to not have direction. And I think of myself when I was, 14 years old and had all of these questions, being raised Catholic and everything in society is so contrary to what you're taught. And I want to be able to help others, especially the youth and young women, because there's so many things that I think I can relate to as a woman, but also going through certain struggles that will help them, whether it's peer pressure or, saying no to, dating pressures. And in a high school environment, that's like the best place to tackle that. And, I'm going to spend as part of my vocation and my vocation is working with the youth, but also working with the elderly and working with immigrants, in their community, wherever they're needed, and, helping them to sustain themselves and their families, whether that's in literacy, in, teaching them English, in helping them with job skills. That's all what my community is about, working with the community locally, but also globally in whatever capacity we can, in teaching especially, but just in loving them and sharing the love of Christ. And the name of my community is the Apostles of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The U.S. Mother House is based in Hamden, Connecticut.